GM. It is Sunday, 15th of December, 2024. Welcome to Crypto News Today. Today we're diving into some major market movers and shakers.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is. We're going to start by looking at Bitcoin.
Okay.
It's been flirting with that $100,000 mark, but will it finally commit? And what does that mean for the rest of us? Then we'll unpack some surprising news. President-elect Trump's foray into altcoins. Is this a sign of mainstream acceptance or just a savvy play? Plus, we'll explore the mind-blowing rise of AI agents on the blockchain. They're creating content, and some even say they're influencing. Is this the future of the internet? And finally, we'll touch upon the XRP hype. Is this a rocket to the moon, or are we about to witness a spectacular crash landing?
Well, it's definitely a fascinating time to be in the crypto space, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So much is happening.
Yeah, we've got these established giants like Bitcoin making moves, while all these new players like these AI agents are coming on the scene with unbelievable speed.
Yeah.
And then you throw in this wild card of political figures like Trump getting involved. It's a recipe for some serious market volatility.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But let's break it down piece by piece and see if we can make sense of it all.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's start with Bitcoin. It hit an all-time high of over $103,000 this year, but it keeps dipping below that $100,000 mark. What's going on there?
Well, that $100,000 level represents what traders call resistance. It's almost like a psychological barrier, you know, breaking through it decisively, like really breaking through.
Yeah.
Often signals a major shift in market sentiment.
Okay.
It indicates that the buyers are firmly in control, but when an asset struggles to stay above that level, it can create uncertainty and lead to some short-term volatility.
So it's like a test of strength for Bitcoin.
Exactly. And right now it's facing some pushback. What's interesting, though, is that institutional investors seem to be pretty confident in Bitcoin's long-term prospects.
Really?
Yeah, CNBC reported that 57% of them plan to increase their crypto holdings.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. It's not just about jumping on the bandwagon either.
A lot of these institutions are looking for ways to hedge against inflation, and Bitcoin is increasingly seen as a legitimate asset class for that.
So even with the current volatility, the smart money is still betting on Bitcoin.
That seems to be the case. Of course, technical analysis suggests that Bitcoin could still climb significantly higher by the end of the year. But, as always, caution is advised in this market.
Right, of course.
Even if you're not actively day trading, understanding these trends helps you make informed decisions about your long-term holdings.
All right, good advice. But let's move on to something a little more unexpected. Remember when Trump was pretty skeptical of crypto?
Yeah.
Well, it seems like things have changed. Bloomberg reported that World Liberty Financial, a project backed by the president-elect himself, has been making some waves in the market.
Definitely raised some eyebrows. They've spent a cool $12 million on Ethereum, Chainlink, and AAVE.
It's a significant investment, not just because of the amount, but also because of the specific altcoins they chose.
So it's not just a random gamble.
Not at all. These are all established projects with strong fundamentals, particularly in the DeFi space.
It seems like Trump's involvement is already having an impact.
Yeah, it goes beyond just the Trump factor, though.
Okay.
This move has brought more attention to the potential of altcoins. It's also worth noting that the altcoin season index, which measures the performance of altcoins relative to Bitcoin, is currently at 65, suggesting that we might be entering a period where altcoins outperform Bitcoin.
So are we talking about the alt season everyone's been waiting for?
It's certainly possible.
This is getting interesting. But before we get too caught up in that, let's switch gears and talk about XRP. It's had an incredible run this year, but some analysts are warning of a potential bubble.
Well, because Ripple Labs holds something like 44% of the total XRP supply.
That's a lot.
It is. There's a lot of centralized control for something that's supposed to be a decentralized cryptocurrency.
Right, so how does that affect the market?
Well, it gives Ripple Labs a huge amount of influence over the price.
Okay.
They can potentially manipulate the market. And that goes against the whole idea of crypto being this, you know, decentralized and transparent system.
So it's not a level playing field.
Not exactly. And that's something that investors need to be aware of.
That makes sense. What other factors are fueling this bubble concern?
Well, we've seen a classic pattern emerge.
Okay.
You know, when you see a surge in public interest, that often coincides with a market peak. And recently, there's been a noticeable spike in Google searches for XRP, which suggests that retail investors are piling in based on FOMO, you know, the fear of missing out, rather than a deep understanding of the project.
So you're saying this sudden surge in popularity could be a sign that the peak is near?
It's certainly a historical indicator, and when you combine that with the concerns about Ripple Labs' control over the supply, it definitely raises some red flags.
Okay, so bottom line, With all these warning signs flashing, what's your take on the current XRP frenzy?
It's a tricky situation. XRP has definitely shown some incredible performance, but I think it's important to approach the current hype with caution, understand the risks, and don't get caught up in the FOMO.
So the age-old advice still applies. Don't let emotions drive your investments. But what about those who already have a stake in XRP? Should they be holding tight or considering an exit strategy?
Well, that's a personal decision that each investor has to make for themselves based on their own risk tolerance and their investment goals.
Okay.
If someone's comfortable with high volatility and they have a long-term outlook, they might choose to hold.
Right.
But if they're concerned about a potential correction, they might want to take some profits off the table or set stop-loss orders to limit their potential losses. It's always wise to approach hype with a healthy dose of skepticism and consider the bigger picture. Just because an asset has performed well in the past doesn't guarantee future success.
All right, good advice.
Yeah.
We've covered Bitcoin, altcoins, and even presidential investments. Now let's dive into something truly futuristic: AI agents on the blockchain.
This is where things get really interesting. We're seeing the emergence of sophisticated AI agents that are capable of interacting with blockchain protocols and even with each other. One prominent example is the Virtuals protocol, which has achieved a remarkable market cap of $1.4 billion in a short period.
And their token Virtual is up 150% in just a week. The founder even claimed a 3,000% growth. These numbers are crazy. Is this just hype, or are we witnessing a revolution?
It's certainly a space that's moving at lightning speed. AI agents are already making waves in several key areas. For starters, they're disrupting the trading and finance world. These agents can manage portfolios, execute trades, and even participate in DeFi protocols, all without human intervention. They have the potential to analyze market data, identify trends, and execute trades with a speed and efficiency that humans simply can't match.
So you're saying these AI agents could potentially replace human day traders?
It's a possibility. Their ability to process information and make decisions based on complex algorithms gives them a significant advantage in fast-paced markets. Of course, this raises questions about the future of human involvement in financial markets.
It's mind-blowing to think about. And it's not just trading. These AI agents are also becoming content creators. We're talking AI influencers on Instagram, producing promotional videos. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's blurring the lines between the real and the digital AI agents are being used to create high-quality content that is tailored to specific audiences. This has implications for the influencer marketing industry as a whole, as creator agencies are already exploring the use of AI to scale their campaigns.
And it doesn't stop there. These AI agents can also collaborate and communicate with each other. Imagine a network of AI agents constantly working, learning, and adapting to achieve specific goals. This could revolutionize everything from supply chain management to scientific research. It's exciting, but also a little intimidating, like we're on the edge of something huge, but we don't know exactly where it's going to lead. And that brings us back to the heart of this deep dive. We're not just here to report the news. We're here to help you make sense of it all and empower you to make informed decisions in this ever-changing world of crypto.
Exactly. Whether you're an investor, a content creator, or simply someone who's fascinated by the potential of this technology, understanding these trends is essential. We're living in a time of unprecedented change, and the only way to thrive is to stay informed and embrace the possibilities.
All right, we've explored Bitcoin's dance with that $100,000 mark, delved into President-elect Trump's surprising foray into altcoins, the rise of AI agents, and the potential XRP bubble.
That's right. So stay tuned, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to always stay up to date with opportunities in the crypto market.